Hey, it's Friday, October the 31st. My name is Thom Rigsby. Welcome to your AmCon Daily Brief. On today's show, I want to talk about 5 big changes that mark the next chapter in our mission: strong families, prepared neighborhoods, and real hometowns. But first, let's get you up to speed with the latest from your ASAT team and the Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for October the 31st, 2025. Up first today, a Texas Mint outside Dallas is transforming molten silver into investment-grade bars as prices hover near record highs, currently around $48 an ounce after peaking above $50 earlier this week. This surge in demand reflects investors' continued interest in tangible assets amidst inflation and geopolitical uncertainty. Supply chain efficiency at the Mint enables rapid production, but some analysts warn that sustained high prices could temper retail demand if interest rates remain elevated. In other news, Walmart and grocery stores in the New York City area are facing threats of mass looting following the expiration of Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Online posts are encouraging calls for organized thefts, raising concerns of civil unrest if the benefits are not restored. Law enforcement and store officials are on high alert, urging shoppers to maintain situational awareness, particularly in chain retail locations. Turning to transportation, flight delays across the nation are worsening due to a government shutdown, which has left roughly 11,000 air traffic controllers working without pay for 2 weeks. The Federal Aviation Administration warns that if staffing shortages deepen, flight operations could slow further or arrivals be limited, leading to significant disruptions, particularly as the Thanksgiving travel season approaches. Travelers are advised to arrive early, check flight statuses regularly, and prepare for possible extended airport stays. Health officials have updated an FDA recall of blood pressure medicine produced by Teva Pharmaceuticals after detecting a cancer-causing chemical impurity in certain batches. Over 580,000 bottles of prazosin hydrochloride capsules have been recalled nationwide, spanning multiple dosage sizes. Patients are urged to verify their medication lot numbers with pharmacists and consult healthcare providers for alternatives to mitigate any health risks. Finally, protest activities and civil unrest remain active nationwide, with various events scheduled from coast to coast. Members are reminded to stay vigilant, practice situational awareness at public gatherings, and report any suspicious activity to authorities and the ASAT team through designated communication channels. For your local events, mark your calendar for the South Region Adventure Challenge, happening from November 7th to 9th at the Boy Scout Camp in Milburn, Oklahoma. This event will provide practical training and preparedness exercises designed for all skill levels. On the weather front, today's forecast shows heavy rains moving into the Pacific Northwest from Friday into Saturday, accompanied by mountain snow and gusty winds. While trick-or-treating tonight should stay dry across much of the lower 48, wet weather is expected in portions of the Pacific Northwest, northern and central Appalachians, and from the upper Midwest into the Great Lakes. Below-average temperatures will be felt from the plains into the east, with warmer than usual conditions from the high plains and Rockies to the west coast. Coastal areas should be prepared for high surf and windy conditions over the weekend. That wraps up today's briefing. Members can access the American Contingency Members Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
Well, you've probably heard some rumblings over the past few weeks about changes coming to AmCon. Now, we've talked about language, mindset, community capability, and all of that has been leading to this moment. Because the truth is, AmCon is evolving. We're growing into something even more focused, more family-centered, and more rooted in the communities that we serve. Today, I want to tell you about 5 big changes that mark the start of that new chapter. So, here they are. Just 5, there are plenty more, but just 5 of the changes that are coming to AmCon over the next few months that set the stage for what's next. Number 1, a new name, ReadyCorps. We're uniting under a name that better reflects who we are. A core of prepared families working together for strong neighborhoods and resilient hometowns. It's not just a brand, it's a banner for every member who believes preparedness should feel like purpose. Number 2 is a focus on families. Everything we do, training, communication, community building, is shifting to start with the family first. It's why we prepare in the first place. Preparedness begins at home, with parents leading by example and kids learning right alongside them. Because strong families are the foundation of strong neighborhoods, and that's where true readiness takes root. Number 3, neighborhood teams replacing chapters. If you have a chapter that's well functioning and formed, great, and we're not going to mess with you. But we're beginning preparedness at home. Literally, you and your neighborhood team will focus on connections at the street level, walking distance from each other, where you can actually live, work, and serve together. This makes preparedness personal and community focused, not organizational and distant and too spread out. Number 4, we want training that builds capability, not fear. Our lessons, courses, and events are being updated to focus on what you can do. Real skills, real practice, real confidence. And you've seen that in some of the courses already. Knowledge, equipment, and practice create capabilities, and those capabilities are the foundation of true preparedness. And number 5, a renewed mission and message. Everything from how we talk to how we teach, how we train, is being realigned under one promise: strong families, connected neighborhoods, and real hometowns. Because that's what we want readiness to look like in America. Neighborhoods and hometowns where we want our kids and grandkids to grow up. That's something real, and that's something we can and we will create together. Now, these changes aren't about leaving anything behind. They're about becoming what we're always meant to be: a movement built on confidence, not fear, connection, not isolation, and community, not chaos. If you've been with us for a while, I think you're going to like and maybe see your reflection in what's coming through ReadyCorps. And if you've been thinking about joining, do it. Get in now and start strengthening your family and building a hometown that you can be proud of. So your challenge for today is just simple. Share this episode with someone who's been on the fence about preparedness. Tell them something new is coming, something focused on families and communities, not fear and panic. Be the first voice in their life that reframes what readiness looks like. All right, when we get together tomorrow, I'll put all of this into a story. You'll meet a member whose quiet conversation with a neighbor shows exactly what this new language and mindset looks like in real life. Thanks for listening to the AmCon Daily Brief. Members, your full resources are waiting on the members-only website and in your phone app. If you haven't joined yet, you can. Just visit AmericanContingency.com and get started today. And remember, preparedness grows when we share it. So send this podcast to someone you care about. I'm Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.